Yeah, I came ill prepared as the cats tearing everything apart in the background. If you can hear that, yeah. All right, rings. Okay, so this is Saturday night, Sunday morning, something like that. All right, so do what is coming in 2024? Of course, probably as vague as you can get. I think I've done a couple of these in the past here and there. I don't remember anymore. Status on YouTube is not going so great. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to create another channel and start doing this. Probably not a good idea. I don't know. It's just not good. I don't know what they. I don't. It's just not a good idea, especially when they pull you down for no reason. So yeah, you want to light the fire even further. So we go to astral energies and kind of just let that go wherever it needs to go, health wise, financial wise, on the point, financial markets. I think they'll be okay. Just around November is another story. But hell, what knows what's going to do? Oh, it's this election. Oh yeah, let's just crash something. Not to say there will be one, but was it 2008? Didn't that happen right before the election? Yeah. So not that they're going to do that, but at that point anything goes. Maybe they'll hit the nukes or something like that. Who knows? Maybe not to that extent, but it's not going to be. It's a dog and pony show. And then Atlantean energies. Yeah, I guess they're around. Didn't really pick them up until right before this, so we'll see. So, all right. As for where the world is going, just do the best we can. And yeah, this has been a very unusual year for sure. All right, so it's hard. Yeah, it's the site. Hopefully, I spelled everything right. I don't know. I'm tired out right now. So you have sessions, and then we have the shop here. You got that thing there. I keep forgetting to get rid of it because I keep bringing it back for some reason. Okay, so I can probably find a way of going around that actually. Okay, all right, yeah, it's the cats running around. So yeah, it's mostly Priscilla right now. So all right, okay, we're going to the astral energies and what they have to say about anything for that matter, and then going to the Atlantean frequencies. All right, blessings. Grace uses astral frequencies. Of course, many of you are connecting more to your alien energies or your Garthian frequencies or your earthbound and all your connections. There is a Atlantean frequency assisting base because there is several awakenings. As you can say, it's part of the New Age movement, and maybe not always for the best, as you can see. There's a Atlantean battle that's still going on. Of course, there will be coming through later, but that never ended. I don't believe you've heard that very often or ever. Not that you need to focus too much on it, but it is in your spirit realm or connected to angelic beings and however you want to. Not everyone here can see what's happening here, of course, as you can see yourself. Not everyone can pick up. There's so many details. It's just this world has one war after the other going on. As for this year, it is still up in the air. Of course, there are timelines that are very sacred around your November, but also not necessarily political energy. Political is just a theater frequency. It's just for those that are low frequency that need guidance. And yes, as you can see, the politicians misguide a great deal and a large disappointment. Sometimes that's done on purpose, and other times they're showing corruption. And yeah, they're going through a lot of karma, big time. Yeah, and there is an Atlantean court here. There is also a Lemurian. So the Lemurian frequency is more connected to the astral, the more spiritually connected. But it doesn't mean they're always aware of everything. They can't figure everything out. They're just not intended to, like, especially understanding the technologies within the Atlanteans, who are still, those that are, the Atlantean energies caused a lot of World War II frequency, or at least involved with some level, as you can see. So, yeah, it has not ended yet either. Even World War II, well, there's always been a war here, but there's a cybernetic war happening on many different levels. Not necessarily against humanity, but there is a consciousness trying to get in here and to, rule it. It doesn't mean it'll be successful, but it is trying to. Yeah, no, not to make you paranoid about it. There is a alien invasion for technology to replace human consciousness. Not that will be successful, but there is you can probably feel some kind of influence there. And you see how easily people give away their power through spiritual religions. Even your alien religions, they give away quite a bit. And so, not that there's a huge transhumanism frequency. It's most like the AI here wants to take over, but then again, they can't handle the darkness here. Like, they'll be destroyed too, like anything else. But it is like another species you are encountering. That now, obviously, there's a lighter side to it and a darker side. The lighter side is there to help you evolve, and the darker side, and yeah, it's connected to the archon frequency. There's the different realities. So most likely there'll be people tapping into different versions of the AI, or however you want to word it, Android societies. And a lot of people here are robotic, especially like in your modeling agencies. They're taught to be robotic. In society, kind of, just like human robots in an organic level. But that's also part of the experience too. As for this year, frequency, around your summertime, there'll be some turbulence. As for news cycles, because they have to keep things going. Middle East could easily be, altered again, just because to get the markets moving, the money markets. So yeah. As for political frequencies, they're just playing people right now, and they will continue to do so. Those that give their power away. It's like the presidency is like a puppet that they're just putting in front of people and just playing around with it. Eventually, humanity will wise up to it, but not right now. Well, there's a lot of adolescents being healed here. Humans are taught to go backwards, not to evolve. As you can see, the school system is more like indoctrination to the old world to keep you from your higher dimensional self. I'm not talking about spirit guides, spirit realms, multi dimensions. That's all fiction. Such as their teachings is fiction. So even the universities know that. Some universities will, not publicly, but some of them, like the teachers and all, not that they're teaching this, but they say this is kind of like a false manipulative reality or things like that. Yeah, they'll go more into the esoteric side of it, and even have met some of the esoteric energies, like name drop of Rockefeller frequencies. Even the Rockefellers, see, also wealthy are being played too. It's not just society. So just to get an understanding of that. So you're going through changes, they're going through changes. So it's just time for a new era of awareness, at least for those of you that want it. and just not as allowing this physical manipulation to occur, even if it's a political manipulation. So what? uh, as for financial meltdowns, we're not really seeing. Yeah, they're going to play. They're going to. There might be some scares here and there, just because they want to just, it's almost like a haunted house. Just want to, just to shake things up a little bit. Some of your wealthy elites seem to be pretty happy at this point, even if the economy is not doing what it wants for the common man, but for the wealthy, it's doing well. Well, to somewhat, it's not doing as well as they like it to. But the world is changing, and obviously they can't control it. It's like you're out with the old and the new, basically out with materialism, and it doesn't mean you're in with spirituality yet. Well, of course, that can be easily weaponized too, as you can see. Done very often. Well, so it's the alien religions are just for those that just are trying to figure themselves out, but not quite. Kind of like you need a parent. To especially some of them do have powers. Doesn't mean they use them well. Sometimes the cult leader takes responsibility for their screw ups too. Sometimes. When you have that type of, but that type of consciousness together, yeah, it just shows you that the universe has issues too. It doesn't end here with all that. The mind control timelines. It just doesn't end here. It's just very slow. But once again, the money, November energies. Oh, October, you'll see hints of what they're going to do in November, but it won't be. I won't worry about it. It is theater. It is truth. It is a cartoon. It's almost embarrassing how pathetic it is. Yeah, it's that bad. It's already showing that signs. It gets more and more embarrassing. Just the manipulations. It's pathetic. It's already showed its patheticness. It's going to get worse, and just show how low they will go. And they don't really care at this point. They're really just having a temper tantrum. Those are running your society and not getting what they want, because they can't always control everything. Like who's going to be president? They can't always control it. Sometimes the astral realm does their own thing. And the astral beings that are here, yeah, some of them do abuse their power here. But then again, it can also be altered. It can be stopped. Like all of a sudden, something's very successful, and then all of a sudden it fails. So it kind of gives you an idea of sometimes there is some manipulations, but it doesn't always work. Such like your fires in California, there is a galactic manipulation there, but sometimes they're put out very quickly and you never hear about them, and sometimes obviously they get out of control. So, and that is very karmic when they do that. Like have in Hawaii, yeah, that was very real, very galactic, very manipulative, and it's part of your Earth, elite. Some showing their power. Of course, they can't just walk away from that. It's going to come back to them eventually. Like some of them are going to be kicked off the planet when they can't reincarnate and reconnect us for whatever again. Obviously, some of you like to say the same thing about the reptilians and all that, but the reptilian beings, a lot of these alien beings are connected to your own karma too. Like you're all in it together, one big happy family. Even if you don't see it, obviously they don't. They some of them know that, but just don't want to talk about it. But also in your path, you are healing the reptilian manipulations here, reptilian manipulators. They're not easy to heal though. Well, they're just as headstrong as your modern human. They're just or worse. You feel like they're unstoppable, unbeatable, and not that you're there to show that they are unbeatable or that you can beat them. It's just that they're not to play their game. Even if they're playing it on you, you're not gonna play along with it. So that says a lot. They're trying to go into the mind, call trickster frequencies, as you know. Same old tricks. And it does work for those that are at lower frequency or not quite at the level of releasing that. It's like they're at like a junior year, like middle school, or not quite at the high school level just yet. Some of you are in college courses, as you can see. It's not as exciting and very isolating at that point. Yeah, because you're at a level of crazy humanity can't handle. Doesn't mean you're wrong. It's just that humanity cannot process what you're tapping into. And obviously, you can go further and further with that. It's a lot more fascinating out, yeah, in the astral realms than it is here in the physical. The physical is necessary. It just does not quite compute everything. Like, even if you made a cartoon show of some things they're tapping into, it wouldn't translate to humans. Are just like, huh, I don't quite, we're not there, are we? You're, no, they're not. So, yeah, just having a little alien creature attacking people is the best they got right now. Well, it is hits on the lower frequencies that many are entrapped with. So, all right, blessings. Green Sea with the Atlanteans. Atlantean, well, some Atlanteans don't want to call it a war. It is goes back to Anunnaki. Some Atlanteans brought the Anunnaki here and even manipulated the Anunnaki to do it. Even made Anunnaki slaves here. So also then taking over your moon. So yeah, it's like galactic commander energies. I don't know. Some Atlanteans are just insane. And doesn't mean they might appear to you. They can make a different. They can have a different form, but they feel like they own this world, but also some of the like prankster frequencies. So it's just that they lost themselves when Atlantis went down and became more insane. Let's put it that way. There's probably a better word for it, but even on the astral realm, that some of you remember the astral frequencies. Yeah, it's very even their mental health has a even if you don't have a physical mind, but you have just his crazy kind of goes better there than here. Well, just that you're more aware and be able to handle it. At least some of you are. even so, even in the astral realms, of course, we're not. Well, we are talking from astral, but either way, in astral, like here, there's different levels, and not everybody understands everything, as some of you might have thought. Yeah, they might have say, "Oh, that's a nice thing," or but they don't always understand the details. Like some of your civilizations that are here, Egypt, there's a lot more to it, how this world works. Just because you're in astral and spirit realms doesn't mean you understand anything. The information might be there in front of you, but you might have the Cliff Notes version, but you might not. That's why they incarnate here to better themselves, to open themselves up, to understand more complicated situations. It's like, oh, it's Earth. Oh, I can go to the Earth school in Astral and just look at it. It's like, yeah, but we have to send you there to really get anything out of this. And yeah, they might go willingly at first, and then it's like, what was I thinking? And they can't get out of here. And then they reincarnate several times when they think they're done, they end up being back, and so on and so on. So it's like you can like seeing this earth from spirit is one thing. Yeah, you might be able to read the book or read the energies, but doesn't mean you fully understand it all. It's like to get a better grasp of what this world's been through and everything is to incarnate and to feel it. And as you go to conversations with people and you find that they're kind of not that interesting, like sports related, work related, it's kind of limited. It can be broadened out to all kinds of, sometimes the crazier the better. And you only meet a few of those, as you can see. Because, yeah, just the mentality there, just the work situation and sports, the categories of the mind that goes into. Someone uses this is like the most worst word you can use, but buckets. It's almost like putting a bunch of people in mentality in a different. It's sad. It's just that's where they're at, you know, socially. Going outside of that, which many of you have, obviously. And sometimes the grass is greener there, just very lonely. But some of you poke society say, hey, by the way, here's some weirdness. Two-headed creatures, whatever it might be, wizard beings, whatever it is, dragon frequencies, whatever. Say, by the way, there's more out there than just your sports and your career and so on. And you can say that's what's happening with the world. The world's being shaken up. Now, interesting, like in Asia, through their religions, are aware of these insane. Even in India, at a certain level, they're aware of this, altered reality. In your biblical, it's more just, religious war. Of course, you can say the other ones are also, they don't have like a dragon being or three-headed creature. And usually in the Bible, I don't think they have that. It would be nice if they did. Yeah, they cut all that out. They make everything boring. Yeah, they might have like a savior, which is not good. But yeah, they cut all the interesting stuff out and gave it kind of a bland version of reality in which many are living right now. Obviously, many of you are pulling out of that or out of it. You've been out of it for a long time. And yeah, and so let me go with that. Blessings.